And we're live. Welcome back, Johnny Maggot here. And it's time to play a game. Going up against the Lamar Jackson's Ravens. And I think I'm going to have to spy the quarterback. Kind of tired today, but let me get bang here. So I'll be alright.
Oh, Henry! It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, the big man, Derrick Henry, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens as they get set to square off against our home team. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Toronto Mounties. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Toronto ball club as they enter play here. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they come in playing well on both sides of the ball, winners of 6 of their last 8 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
All right, let's go.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's start off this game in the 46.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley.
Yikes.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Play on the ground
no bueno.
there. Goes for 36 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure
Oh,
no one can
bueno.
leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Gurley again here on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go now.
Now Jackson on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
All right.
I got kicked out.
Let's see if Jackson will actually throw the ball
You and I
now.
talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size
Here we go now.
can't really hide him.
Green
But the tight end
39.
drag route,
Green 39.
definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
All right.
Easy completion and a first down.
Down right
Short
around the
yardage.
25.
I like it.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it here. This is Mark.
And another run play.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well,
all right, they're passing.
Scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down.
This could be a score every possession type of game with this offense that we're going up against.
To try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
And Elliott puts this one through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Yeah, I kind of saw that right as I was getting tackled.
So a decent gain.
Yeah.
Still first down on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty
nice
good
block,
about it.
shit.
Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A completely unnecessary animation.
Green 39. Green.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 10 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second down.
I do
Now my quarterback gets a chance to be awesome.
You can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense. It hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good.
Oh shit! Get up there! Get up there, everybody! Damn it!
Coverage and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there.
I should know better to lob it with a quarterback with not
they didn't
crazy
exactly
arm.
show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception.
That's how we do
they
it,
put
though.
their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Wiggles
Come on!
free.
No! 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 No!
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 38 yards.
We
on
had
the
him
scamper
stopped at the
there.
1.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th
And he
pick
just
in the
keeps going.
2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Oh, come on.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Where's the guy that's supposed to be on the deep coverage on that side of the field? It's a cover 3, not...
A big play that time for the Ravens. 48 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing.
Nice play,
Those
Howard.
types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up
No,
falling
stop.
incomplete.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On On second down, Jackson.
There we go.
Rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Sherman coming up
If you
big.
combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance is helping his
now we
team
gotta
in
score.
a huge way.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 23 carries, 135 yards. Big game.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 11 yards that time.
They were running a safe one, I'll tell you that much.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's time to throw the
loss
ball
of a
again.
full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
And you beat that
he
safety,
looked like one
Ridley.
of those guys.
He'll drop to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set
just
up
get
a
the
third
first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly
let's
executed
go.
crossing route. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Got him in. It's for
Sherman's turn.
Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
It's not a light box by any means. Go left. Yeah.
The pitch to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage.
That didn't work so well.
They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on
You find something
I
open
think that
here.
they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And we'll find up the middle.
For it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right
Ooh,
on
that
the
hurt.
edge of the goal line at about the
Ooh, that hurt.
1-yard line.
Oh, come on. No. No, 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 no. Shit. That sucks. Let's look here.
A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
They didn't give it to him?
Not gonna get in.
What the
They
hell?
stop him at the 1. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Ravens come up big down
Rear
at their
shoulder
own goal
will
line.
return soon. Alright.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they'll bring him down after
Come on,
just
ball
a
doesn't
short
make it out.
pickup.
Come on.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run. It's Gurley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Alright, now they
Brandon,
should.
all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
So, Party, the next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play,
Hit
almost a
the
little bit of
punter.
a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
That's a good punt.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school
Henry got
and
hit
taking
pretty hard.
5 years
Damn.
to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year,
All right,
not
Donald's
to take
back.
anything away from him. So here's a
That's
1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Alright.
Watch 8-9, watch 8-9, he's yours.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to
Play
catch the
8-9.
football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute
I know
warning.
what we are.
Let's see if
but
they
I
do
don't
it
know.
anyway. They'll look to throw here.
People are
Stepping
open,
up, he's
but
going to keep
I'm
it.
gonna run the
And
race.
he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get 8 on the scramble there.
Hey, be
It'll
careful.
be 2nd and a couple.
He already got hurt once today.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he
Ah, wide open.
Complete there. He was looking for
Damn.
the connection with Devin Funchess, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
That's alright, the next play was a touchdown.
At the 6-yard line.
I can work with that.
And touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie,
Oh,
you throw an
Seattle really
interception
took it to
early,
Washington. Holy
you're
shit.
taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out
Bottom
a
of the
little bit.
screen.
Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Yeah, Phil really brought it to the
Ravens
top.
offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but
Shooting
right
at
now where we
defense,
stand, they're first
this is
place
where
in
we
their
thrive.
division. Looking good,
Phoenix and
looking to be a
Pro.
threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Wide open receiver.
Ah, you grabbed him by the face
And
mask,
he'll
didn't
be
you?
brought down. Oh, that's a face mask.
Oh,
Certainly looked
what
like
the
it.
hell,
And Dean
dumbass.
calls the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Did you really have to grab him by the face mask?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always
Come
enjoy
on,
the
man.
conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. Had to.
Jackson on first down. And they'll
Oh,
be
you
inside
got
the
sacked,
25
too.
now at the 24. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A
we
lot
give
of
him the
time to
first
change
down?
things. And he'll go out of bounds
We
in the
did not.
red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game,
See if we get
isn't
another
he?
score. Got
And to me,
52
that
seconds.
bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard
48
line.
seconds, 78 yards to go.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and he's able to bring it out.
Oh, that was a bad decision.
To the 45-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed
It looked
a little
good,
bit right
but
there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
That's just a duck up there right now.
The clock will stop with 35
We
seconds
need
to go in
up
quarter number
the
2.
strong arm.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Don't get hurt when they need to stop the clock. I mean, I guess you can determine when you get hurt or not, but...
So here's 2nd and 4.
Oh.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escapes the sack.
Oh.
And they'll have it in the red zone.
Come on.
Crosses over out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job
Full
by our crew
drain,
on the
he's
camera
done.
shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The next time you grab him, yeah, throw him down to the ground.
This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and
And they have
taken
no
down.
timeouts.
Sacked back at the 5-yard line. From back at the 4, here's
Beautiful.
2nd and goal. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume
Love that
action
Andy
here
Reid
in
clock
quarter number
management.
3. Jakeem
Although I don't know
Grant
if it's
now
actually
to
Andy Reid in
return.
this team.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going
When
to
you
make
go for a
their
truck and
adjustments.
you
So
can't
guess
truck.
what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Right back to him on first down. And that play
Well,
went nowhere.
that one didn't work.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Leopard.
Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on
Detroit.
the year.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look
There
to
we
throw.
go.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Leopard.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 48 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the
Nice
middle.
catch.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Back to throw
Get up
here.
there.
And that is says, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds.
Yeah, he's
It'll
out
be
of bounds.
incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it.
There
and
we
he
go.
won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
There we go.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And his
Dude,
guys
the
find a
linebacker
way to
couldn't get it
stretch
underneath.
that lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And sky kick through the back of the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is what's
And
scripted.
I missed badly.
He's at the 40,
Oh my god, that's
20,
terrible defense.
10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I mean, granted, that's
Todd
awesome
Gurley,
blocking.
his 5th touchdown
Gurley,
now
but
on the year. And now the Ravens, they're
terrible.
just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
Jeez.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He's not throwing. He's not
Eluding
throwing.
the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the
Come
clock, but
on.
they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and
Get there.
continue to do so.
There we go.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 44 yards.
As long as we're not
Well, Bart, I'm
stupid,
not sure how this drive's going to end, but
we
how
will
about the
score
way they took
something.
Field position there. A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of
Detroit.
yardage.
Detroit. Hot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
almost very
And
sticky
it
right there.
pops free. The collision there
What?
jarred the ball
That-
loose and brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I'm glad they call it a drop rather
Without a
than
ton of
complete
pressure on
pass
his
the
face, it
fumble,
just
but
shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own
now
defense.
look
Those
at
guys are
56.
sitting back, and they're not playing
56.
receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
And he's
going right
going to
into
go
that.
down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Gun. Hot.
They'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
First down.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better
And
route
holding
runner you
offense.
are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
You're getting traded this offseason.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
Yeah,
I've often wondered why
he's
that
getting
doesn't happen
traded.
more often for
All right,
guys
now,
that
look
play
at 56.
center.
Look
Having
at
to snap
56.
the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position,
Hurry up,
that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he's going to go
Oh,
down.
I got two guys
Back at the
looking at him, too.
27-yard line. He's sacked. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile,
Jeez.
here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air.
All right, now,
That's
look at
exactly what he
56.
did there. That was nice.
Now back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to skate out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum
Moving and
going
grooving
enough
until
to get
some
a
big
touchdown out of it.
penalties. Big, stupid penalties.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but about them just taking it big-time jaunt.
And
Now, if you're coming
please
back
be a
out,
holding
now
or
they've
something.
established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Holding offense.
Yeah, I'm going to accept that.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on
It's
the
still a
pitch and
slightly better
catch.
result than
He decided to run a hitch
Tackle
route. It
for
really
loss.
helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch,
Now
but
let's
it worked
go.
really well.
Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up
All
where
right,
he
here we
left
go.
off.
Green.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to Toronto. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
All right.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there. 16
All right, let's see if we
yards.
score a touchdown
and the
here.
offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. Yes, I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, here's Henry. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ooh, this is not bad.
Again, it's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
What a beautiful punt. Gonna pat myself on the back.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
Here we go.
You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Get him down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll stick to the ground game.
There we go.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue.
On the handoff, it's Gurley.
Oh, hell
He's got
no.
some breathing room. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big run there by Gurley. 86 yards.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go back to Walton. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead
short,
in the
there you
fourth
go.
quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And the kick by Elliott is
man,
good.
this is rough.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Battle.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
No, running in the right's not working. Not in this one working.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 yards that time.
Henry.
It produces a new set of downs.
Yeah, I have to continue to run the ball.
That's it, baby.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
I have to get at least
So
in
it's our
field
home
range.
team here in possession of the football as we come
Holy
back.
shit.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
4 down. Leopard.
A 1st down carry for Henry. A solid
Good run. Too bad
first
went out of
down.
bounds.
Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Leopard.
Still going left.
On 2nd down, here's Miller.
Ooh, that's scary when Braxton's running it.
Now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit. Detroit. Gun.
Looking to throw.
Ooh.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
No. Check.
To the
Patriots.
left.
Patriots.
They'll toss it to Henry.
There we go.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard.
Right back to him on 1st down. Dances by him. And able to fight forward inside the 15
right.
to the 13. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Back to throw.
Oh,
And
shit.
incomplete. He
That was
tried to
scary.
leave it underneath, nearly got picked.
It should have been
Maybe
picked.
lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot
Yeah,
of times
no
when you're
kidding.
in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives,
There we go, light
it
box.
surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
It's really closer to 70,000. And we're going to call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here.
Good
And
snap,
this
good
one is
hold, good
right
kick.
through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
He juked him, and he gets it out to the 25-yard
Ooh, is there a
line.
hold there?
Flag down. This could set him back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Oh, there you go. That works too.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can
no
absorb
timeouts.
a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field
Here we go
position.
now.
As you pointed out, not in this case.
Back to throw. Looking
That
for
was
Godwin,
dumb.
and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team
man.
here, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will
Todd
hit the road
Gurley,
next week to
you
take on
pain
the
in my
Miami
balls.
Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis.
Alright, YouTube. Not sure if I'm gonna... I'll probably play a Madden game tomorrow before Hockey Gods. Talk to you later. Peace.